It's the Stand On It podcast. It's true.
Sit down, you gotta stand on it. If it's for certain, let's have around, you gotta stand on it. Open the curtain, it's going down, you gotta stand on it. Cause I put my stamp on it, so you gotta stand. You gotta stand on it. 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 You gotta stand.
May the church say amen. That's what a lot of y'all go hear that y'all shouldn't be hearing this weekend and other days during the week. Stay out of there. But anyway, welcome to the Stand On It podcast. It's your host, Truth. We back for another week. Go hop right into this thing with the icebreakers. You know how we do. Let me hit up my dog, Tracy. Some of y'all might know as the fuck step. What the hell she got going on? This motherfucker. Her ass done go get fired and she ain't even on the pod no more.
Your call.
Yeah, hey, that ain't gonna stop shit. I'ma go ahead and take care of the icebreakers. So listen here. The summertime is rolling in full swing. You know something that absolutely gets on my nerves as the weather starts to get warm? Motherfuckers with them loud ass motorcycle radios. Like, I don't know what kind of speakers these niggas got. Bro, you can hear them coming from a long way away. And it sound like they treble just up. Like, boy, just a lot of just you hear it pulling up. And I don't know what kind of system they got, but they need to get a noise ordinance for that. Like, y'all do, and they always playing some old shit. Like some California Love or some damn, what else? It be an Isley Brothers joint. Just always some old shit. And it ain't just the old players that's playing this. I ain't seen young niggas playing that shit, man. Like, maybe it's something on the bike club that's they song of choice. If it is, somebody drop some comments in the comment section and let me know. Maybe I'm just out the loop. But yeah, just let me know. One of the other ones we was talking about, so Fuck Step and I actually were talking earlier, just talking shit. But it came up, what would you do if you're in the best relationship of your life? Like, this is just an amazing relationship. Damn, couldn't get any better. Everything you done asked for, manifested, as folks saying, done prayed for, God done sent you. And you find out it's your cousin, man. Like at that moment, what do you go? Are you go continue with the relationship, or I mean, cause here's my thoughts. Undoubtedly, you already done smashed. So it's like, what? How do you move forward? Like, I know with me it's gonna be over with, cause, boy, my family, you show up with some shit like that, boy, they gonna be all. You know that's your cousin. Like, they gonna be all on your ass. They not gonna allow you to just be at the family reunion or the cookout out there with your cousin. It don't matter how in love you is. So, yeah, let me know what y'all feel about that. Then, one of my homegirls, I was just talking to her. We were talking about some crazy shit. Women, if you was out with your dude and a punk hollered at your dude, why are you out with him? Like how you coming? she was like, it's gonna be a problem. But I said, to me, you would want to check to see what kind of damn energy or whatever is your dude giving off to be like, yo, I'm available. And I'm with this shit. Like, man, hell no. Like, and I even thought, like, boy, let's just say I was out somewhere, bar or anything, like, and somebody tried that, like, boy, the conversation would just be, hey, man, just go ahead with that shit immediately. You know what I'm saying? And people would be like, are you so homophobic? That's absolutely not true. Let me tell you this. It was a well-known punk from my hometown and was cool, kind of like a family member. I had broke down in this old school I had, but it was close to the hood. But I had broke down in a Delta 88, and it's raining. I get out the walk. He pull up. Hey, you need a ride, cuz? For sure. Got in the front seat of the car. And, you know, he a respectful punk. He was like, you want me to drop you off at the basketball court? Hell no. Pull up in front of all the homies and let me out. So people know it's gonna look crazier if you dropping me off at the basketball court so I can walk the rest of the way. No. Pull up, let everybody see me. Hey, man, ain't nothing going on here. I'm just hopping out the whip and getting a ride. It was raining. So, nah, going with that. I'm definitely not homophobic. But definitely gonna make sure people understand where I'm coming from and what side of the tracks I'm on. So, that's the icebreakers for the day. But we gonna get into it tonight. Let me turn the phone off. My fault. We're gonna get into it tonight. We're gonna start off with a video, and of course I've been having to counsel people towards this. This one of the dumbest shits. But here we go. Let me get the video queued up. We gonna break down this video here. See what's wrong with these folk. Just letting you know again, the world we living in and how crazy folks is. It's almost loaded here.
From a major national civil rights group, the NAACP today issuing a travel advisory for the state of Florida. The organization says that under Governor Ron DeSantis, the Sunshine State has become, quote, openly hostile toward African Americans, people of color, and LGBTQ plus individuals. CBS's Mark Strassman reports this comes as DeSantis is set to announce his bid for the White House.
Florida is starting to feel uncomfortably warm. It's weather, it's politics. The NAACP is broiling. It's targeting the state's $100 billion tourism industry with a travel warning.
Are you telling Black Americans in other states to stay out of Florida?
We're telling travelers beware that you have a state and a state policy landscape that can be harmful to your existence.
In his conservative crackdown here, Governor Ron DeSantis has stirred both content and contempt.
So they're saying it can, this idiot saying it could be harmful to your well-being. People out here marching. Again, if you go be hearing the audio, we'll have a video, of course. But people out here marching, Black Lives Matter, all of that stuff. Let's keep going. Jesus Christ.
Blocking a high school AP course in African American studies. Also in schools, bans on teaching gender identity, sexual identity, and critical race theory. And a ban on abortion after 6 weeks.
We do not ever surrender to the woke mob because we've made the state of Florida the place where woke goes to die.
DeSantis points out a record 137 million people visited Florida last year, up nearly 13% over 2021. His spokesperson calls the NAACP's travel advisory a stunt. But among the backlash here, Disney, Florida's largest private employer, just canceled a $1 billion development project. Latino and LGBT...
Now pay attention. He said Disney canceled a multi-billion-dollar project. I'm going to tie all this together. You going to understand why. And look at the signs folks holding up. Man, this is... Jesus.
LGBTQ groups have issued their own travel warnings.
Politics being politics is fine, but it impacts lives.
Heather Wilkie leads Zebra Youth, an outreach group for young LGBTQ people.
It may take years for us to unwind the damage that has been done here in Florida.
The fear factor is real.
100%.
With DeSantis announcing imminently that he's going to run for president, supporters and critics alike say the same thing. If you want to know what he'll do as president, look at what he's done as governor.
All right, so before we even break down this video, I'm going to show you some other videos. Here we go. Let this load here. Here's the first one. So we can get this going, rolling. This is just absolutely crazy. Here we go. Yeah. Again, if you hearing the audio, I'm gonna tell you what you see here. This me and my lady in Florida this year. This her and me just on a boat going crazy. Look at the folk in the background now. Just look at everybody in the background. And if you, again, if it's audio only, what's going on in the video, ain't nobody in the background that's looking like us. Alright? So that's the first one. Let me give you one more because I don't want you to be like, oh, that's just, you know, that might just be one video and y'all might have been somewhere. I'm going to show you another one. Don't worry about it. Matter of fact, I got two more for you that I'm going to show you just to give you some background on how stupid this whole thing sounds and people just sharing it like boycott Florida. Black people do not travel to Florida. Here we go again. Boy, got that journey going. Again, this the video. No one person on here look like us. Everybody else chilling, having a great time. Woman got her hands swaying in the air. Like people just living life, alright? But now I'm gonna really show you. That was the boat. Show you this last one here. Just to put it all in perspective before we hop right into breaking this thing down. Alright, here the last one here. And again, I'm gonna describe it for you if you just on the audio only. Alright, so this is us on a golf cart because we stayed on a golf resort. On this golf resort, there was nobody that we saw for a week that looked like us. Nothing but multi-million-dollar homes in this area. And check out what we doing. Anybody want to run it? Anybody. We ride through the neighborhood, multi-million-dollar homes, on the golf cart, bumping that ESTG because it had just dropped. People waving at us. Like we just having a great time. Now this is Florida. This ain't the slums of Florida. None of that. This is where there's not really any folk out here looking like us. And these people was just welcoming and inviting and having the time of their lives. So I posted the other day on the book, I said, man, don't pay attention to that shit they telling y'all about. Don't travel to Florida, the NAACP. Out of all people, you go listen to the NAACP? Do your research on the NAACP. Now, the NAACP, they had something, it wasn't long ago, where they was kind of at a tiff with the LGBTQ community. But now when this comes in, they want to say, no, don't travel there because they hating on the LGBTQ community. They hating on Hispanics. They hating on abortion. DeSantis wants to take critical race theory out of school. So I know a lot of y'all don't read. You don't research. And when you do read, you don't process to understand. So I'm going to break it down for y'all in the simplest of terms of what he's saying that people got a problem with. He's saying, no, we're not going to put this gender identity in school. Like, we're not going for that. In a nutshell, what he's saying, we're not going to allow people to question God's creation. This is what you was created as. Like, we're not going for that. That's what he was saying. All right, let's move to the next one. Illegal immigrants. Tax-free dollars is what he was talking about. Illegal immigrants, Hispanics, can come in and get tax-free money, starting businesses, and it's taken away from tax-paying citizens. Now you may say, oh, that's wrong. How is it wrong? And I'm going to tell you firsthand. I have Hispanics in my family. Love them to death. Hardworking, lovable people. Some of the best people you want to be around. But why y'all got a problem with what DeSantis saying when I can go to a barbershop, I can be here or there and hear people saying, man, the Mexicans done came in and took over. Like you can't go to this part of Greenville or this part of town and it not look like this, or they got all the businesses and they getting all the big money. But now it's a problem here. But when it's magnified by the left and it's coupled with all these other issues, oh, now it's this big problem that you need to boycott Florida for. Like, you can't pick and choose to where you want to stand on some shit. Like, if you go stand on it at one spot, when it moves to another spot, stand on it the same way. All right, keep going. Critical race theory. Why would you want... I don't want critical race theory. I'm for that. Like, man, get that out of here. Here's why. To me, what it does, it automatically creates a victim mentality. When you start talking about history, oh, this happened and that happened. Like, okay, that's history. His story. That's what it is. Like, look at right now. Why would you want to instill in today's youth that they can't be the next successful person because they already got to come in with a victim mentality? Or if they don't come in with the victim mentality, they come in with the mentality that, oh, they did this to me, they owe me something. That's why when people get into this reparations talk, I'm like, man, cool. If they cut a check, cool. Take it, do what you do with it. But stop being like everybody owe you something. Like, take what you got the opportunity to do now and go and do it. That's all he's saying in the simplest of terms. Abortion. Oh, man, like, no, he shut down abortion. I've always said, if it came about as a result where it's going to be a health problem potentially, or if it was like a crime committed, rape or something, yeah, people should have the option to do that. If you're just out here living life carelessly, no, you have to take some form of accountability. And if you understand the left's agenda and what they're trying to put in people's head is to get away from the nuclear family. That's why they're talking so much about population control and they want abortions. They don't want families anymore. What real family TV shows do you see this day and age that promotes the nuclear family? It's a lot of single parents, both moms and dads, or it's a fight for who's going to be the matriarch or who's going to be in charge in the family. It's a fight for that. Like, there ain't no Cosby shows coming on no more. Ain't no Family Matters. All this shit out the window. All of this stuff is a pawn of that. Abortion, there's no level of accountability. And then you got to understand this. The left is so smooth in what they do. They know that if we can impact tourist dollars, we can impact campaign dollars. Because a lot of that tourist money, it goes into the campaigns. And they know they can't come out and just say that to you. So they'll tell you something to get you riled up. So you really do their job for them. Think I'm lying? You remember this statement from Joe Biden? You're not black if you don't vote for me. And what y'all dumbasses went and did? I voted for Biden. Yeah. Because he told you if you didn't, you're not black. And look at the state of the country now. You rather for somebody to tell you to coerce you into voting, not looking at any of the policies, what he represent, versus someone who had the economy thriving, but they painted him out to be this big racist, so you're going to go with that. We don't think, we don't research. And people talk about all this critical race theory. What about critical thinking? Can we just normalize that? Like, don't even worry about critical race theory. Let's do some critical thinking. Like, it was a problem for us, well, it wasn't a problem for Biden to say, if you ain't black, you're not black if you ain't voting for me. But now we look at this and the NAACP is going to tell us, and the NAACP, again, man, if it was such an issue, they could have came out and said, hey, there's black people, you may want to stay away from Florida. But no, they had to come in and say, hey, you're under attack. Be careful, because he's doing things that are hating on immigrants, the LGBTQ. They know, like, hey, if we couple this in here, we can get a bigger stir going up and get more people to listen. Man, cut it out. We got to stop this. We got to understand. And this transitions perfectly into the next one. And I'm going to probably just have to start doing a segment here called Bruce on the Loose. Because he just be doing so much shit. I'm going to have to fuck around and give him his own segment. Here's his latest, Everybody Needs to Boycott. Here we go. Bruce Wilson.
Before you can focus on...
Give it a chance, hit a load. But all of this, just give you a quick rundown. All of this is over a banner that was put up downtown. A banner promoting Juneteenth that had white folk on it. This is what all this resorted in. Here we go.
Now sparking controversy.
Now, this is the banner by a nonprofit organization that's hosting a Juneteenth event. The sign reads, an upstate celebration of freedom, unity, and love. It shows a white man and woman, as you can see. As Fox Carolina's Kennedy Harris tells us, the public perception might not be what organizers anticipated.
Yeah, that's right. This controversy all started with one picture of one banner circulating on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. It started yesterday and has since spread hundreds of posts, thousands of comments, and many more questions.
I was appalled. I was saddened. I was angry.
Greenville activist Bruce Wilson has hosted Juneteenth events in Greenville since 2020. Although he's not hosting this year, he says the day should be celebrated by everyone, as it marks the day a union general.
So I just want to make sure I understand, and I didn't miss it. I know I didn't miss it. I'm not going to run it back because I know what I heard. I'm appalled and angry because the Juneteenth banner had white folks on it. All right, let's keep going.
General informed the last enslaved Black Americans they were free 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation was signed.
We have to remember what Juneteenth is about. It's about freedom. It's about the freedom of slaves.
And to Wilson.
But I guarantee you, he throwing a sausage dog on the grill on July the 4th.
This banner is misrepresentation.
I'm the first to say that white America can celebrate Juneteenth. I just don't think white America should be the face of Juneteenth. And I think that's where the disconnect is.
Pay attention to this. This is what I say about paying attention, listening, critically thinking. He missed the whole point. They about to say it on the video. Watch.
Not the only one. Hundreds of people took their frustrations to social media. The banner is promoting Juneteenth Greenville, a nonprofit hosting a series of events, including a mega fest on June 17th. It's one of 50 banners downtown. The other banners depict different ethnicities, including black, white, and Hispanic. They didn't want...
Did you hear that? It's one of 50 banners downtown. And you know the big thing now is diversity, equity, and inclusion. So what they did, they put all kind of different ethnicities on different Juneteenth banners. It wasn't like they just put this banner up and said, oh, this is the representation of Juneteenth. It was one of 50. And if you see the video, which go be in the link, it's Hispanics on the Juneteenth banner. It's black folk on the Juneteenth banner. It's black folk and white people on the Juneteenth banner. But you want to go downtown and get upset because of 1 out of 50 that only had 2 white people on it and say you're appalled? But listen to the action, the call to action that Bruce is wanting people to take.
Want to go on camera with us, but organizers tell me their vision is to promote diversity and inclusion. Since this is a privately organized event, not sponsored by the city, when asked for comment, officials said briefly, the city is not organizing or managing the event.
One, I'm asking that this event be boycotted if they do not feel the need to remove this banner. Secondly, I'm asking everybody to call the city manager and voice your concerns about this particular banner.
So he's asking people to boycott the event for this one banner and waste their time calling the city manager to voice their concerns and anger. And everybody on Facebook posting this and talking about this shit on Twitter. Nobody done their research. Y'all hadn't found out or understood yet what the media do to y'all. They take portions of shit, put it in your face because they know you're not go read, you're not go research, and then y'all just react. Hence, don't go to Florida. Now people, oh, I can't believe Greenville, y'all doing too much. Now this done went way too far. Why? Cause Bruce said so? Cause everybody else on Facebook saying so? Man, get the hell on. Like that don't even make sense. As you see, again, 1 out of 50. So tonight's episode gonna be a shorter episode. The takeaway I want y'all to get from this, man, don't fall for that just smoke and mirrors. Go do your research. Understand. Because this is ridiculous. All right, so audio episode available Fridays, all major podcast platforms. Video episode, still working on that Patreon. Until then, it's going to be on YouTube. So stay tuned for that. If you need to reach out, isaypodcast@gmail.com. Make sure you subscribe, like, rate, review, turn them notifications on. We need that. Until next time, it's true.
Come and sit down, you gotta stand on it. If it's for certain, let's have around, you gotta stand on it. Open the curtain, it's going down, you gotta stand on it. Cause I put my stamp on it, so you gotta stand. You gotta stand on it. 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 You gotta stand.